Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone, and very, very welcome to another session, number 14, actually, Coffee with Mickey. 16, wow, thanks, team. I didn't assume we've done so many sessions lately because of the lockdown, but yeah, it is 16 this year. Today we have our guest, Mr. Terry Malone from Holmes Institute. Thank you, Terry, for coming along.
Thank you, Mickey. It's very happy to be here on Coffee with Mickey.
Thank you very much, Terry. And guys, just to give you a brief, Holmes Institute is one of the top institutes, private institutes in Australia, offering higher education in Australia for a while now. How long has Holmes been operational in
We
Australia?
have been going since 1963, so 58 years in Australia.
There you go, a private institute, and been surviving and accelerating since 1963 in Australia, and offering and delivering bachelor's and master's courses in Australia, and a wide range of variety of courses that we will discuss about in a short while. But before we go ahead and discuss about the courses, we'll talk a little bit about Holmes Institute, and I especially want to talk to Terry about the different cities and the locations that they are offering higher education to our students, and from which countries are we currently offering international students offers to study at Holmes Institutes. And we'll be discussing a wide range of things in relation to the pandemic COVID-19 situation, and different courses and the outcome, and last but not the least, we will discuss about scholarships available at Holmes as well. So, Terry, can we start off with the cities that we cater to the students who are watching us? Maybe they are in Australia, or they could be offshore as well. So,
Certainly.
yeah.
We have campuses in Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast, here in Brisbane, and also in Cairns. Our head office is in Melbourne. Our largest campus, of course, is in Sydney. We've got a wonderful campus here in Brisbane, and of course a beautiful campus right in the heart of the Gold Coast.
Just to let you know, guys, so when Terry talks about these campuses, I will explain to you that two of these campuses are actually regional areas. So you have an option to study at Holmes on the Gold Coast or in Cairns, and you will get eligible for extra 5 points for studying in a regional area, and you probably would have extra time on your postgraduate work visa if you graduate out of Gold Coast campus or the Cairns campus.
Yep.
I'm not sure what
Just keep in mind though that
Yeah.
Cairns is vet programs and English language programs.
Okay.
So for higher education, regional, it's the Gold Coast.
It's the Gold Coast. So if you are looking for extra time on your postgraduate visa, it will give you 1 year extra time. So instead of the 2 years, you'll get 3 years if you graduate out of the Gold Coast campus.
It's a great place to study as well.
Absolutely, I love it.
At the moment, I think because the borders are closed, lots of Australians are travelling to the Gold Coast again. So hospitality
Yes.
is booming there, and so there are lots of jobs for students in tourism and hospitality in the Gold Coast. And it's just compared to some of the larger cities, it's a really comfortable place for students to study and work.
I believe, Terry, have you realized that the job scenario has actually taken a U-turn? 2 years ago, there were students out here and they were like, we can't find jobs, can you please help me find a job? And today's scenario is everybody's got a job, and there are employers actually looking for staff and they can't find staff.
Yeah.
It's the other way around, suddenly.
Yeah, I know, particularly here in Queensland, so many industries are having trouble finding staff.
Absolutely.
I think once again because of COVID and the fact that the borders have been closed, we haven't had workers coming into Australia. So as far as the job market for students goes, it's quite healthy at the moment.
It is, and it is a great opportunity for those students who are looking to join us here in Australia in the future. So yes, there is a huge demand of casual jobs in the hospitality industry, and every industry, as a matter of fact. As of now, we have a scarcity in almost every industry. Everybody's looking for employees, and they can't find enough people to work, even in farms or masters. Some of the master courses or the bachelor courses that Terry has to offer would give you an idea of what specializations you can have a very outcome, and you might have a great career in Australia after studying one of those courses. So Terry, can we briefly discuss, I know you got too many courses on the list,
not really. We do have a lot of courses, but I suppose what is slightly different to us, to a big university, is that we mainly focus in business, accounting and information systems. So there's three main areas where we focus, and so most of our students are studying within those three main areas. So we do those very well. At the undergraduate level, so at the bachelor degree level, we have a Bachelor of Business, a Bachelor of Information Systems and a Bachelor of Professional Accounting, all 3-year programs. And then at the postgraduate level, we have an MIS, a Master of Information Systems, an MBA. We also have a 2-year MBA Professional, and we have a Master of Professional Accounting. Excuse me. We also have a 2-year dual degree, which is a Master of Professional Accounting and an MBA, which is registered as a 2-year program, at the end of which students receive both qualifications.
That's one of your most popular.
Yeah, that has been very popular because it allows the students, it gives the students a 2-year program that they can then apply for post-study work after it. Yes. It also gives them their accounting qualification, which is fully recognised by the accounting bodies of Australia, and they get 2 degrees at the end of the program.
So MBA and MPA dual degree, guys, this qualification gives you an outcome of a marketing specialist as well as an accountant. So it might be an option for you to go and choose a career in one of the two, which has been a very, very popular course with Holmes for the last few years. Holmes is only one of the institutes that offers this dual degree. They started actually offering this dual degree, and then other universities have started following those options as well.
And I think the MIS now is of course with the pandemic and borders closing, things have slowed a little bit. I know that once things open up again, the Master of Information Systems is going to be very popular amongst students, because it's got things like cybersecurity, which people are very interested in at the moment, and which has lots of employability at the end of it, as well as project management and business analytics. So I can't help but think that's going to, it has already started to take off with the current onshore markets. And we have that, we're offering that in the Gold Coast, which, as you said, is a regional area. So put that together, it's a fantastic outcome for the students. Also in Sydney and in Melbourne.
Take some of my words and take yours, mix it up.
And,
regional area, MIS degree on the Gold Coast, and there you go. You got a mixture of all, and a great outcome with an extra year of your postgraduate stream visa, and that equals to 3 years if you do your masters from the Gold Coast campus of Holmes. Finally, we are going to touch base on the fee structure and scholarships. That's the most interesting part. Before we get into the details of this, I just want to remind you guys that my next riddle is going to be up and live today, and we thank you very much and congratulations to our last riddle winner from Tasmania. Was it Mario? Yeah, so somebody in Tasmania commented the correct answer last week, and they won a $100 gift voucher.
Wow.
And I do this every week, Terry. I just put on a riddle on our Facebook page and get people to engage into it.
Good.
And get some answers, and whoever gives us the correct answer, we put them into a draw to win a $100 gift voucher and a
Wonderful.
free consultation with Cirrus Migration. So my next riddle is going to be up and running live this just after this live session. So don't forget to comment on that and get into the draw to win a $100 gift voucher. So moving forward, we will be discussing about the fees per unit, subject fees, and the total scholarship options available for onshore and offshore. If you are anywhere outside of Australia, you're more than welcome to apply with Cirrus Migration to get enrolled into Holmes Institute for a master's or a bachelor's degree. What other countries do you think Holmes is looking into from offshore recruitment at this stage?
Yep. Currently, we are accepting offshore enrolments from Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, Pakistan, China, and we're fairly open at the moment to consider most options. Of course, we just need to wait and see when the borders are going to open. I know it's very frustrating for a lot of our offshore potential students and partners, but we can only hope that things will improve and that the borders will open.
Well, if somebody doesn't want to wait for the borders to
Yep.
open and want to take the opportunity to study, you have an option to take a few units and study online and wait for the next semester, or you could be applying for a student visa based on the admission offer that you have from Holmes Institute, and once you have the results of the visa, if you get a grant, if your visa is approved, again you have an option to defer, or if you wish you can study online as well as with Holmes. I know you will not be in Australia while studying online, and that's tough luck, but at the end of the day you hold a student visa. As soon as the borders open for international students, you can rush into one of the cities that Holmes has a campus in and start your education in Australia and have an option to work while you study as well.
Exactly.
So the fees, we keep
Fees,
coming
yes.
back
Okay,
to the
so
same story.
as we said earlier, look, Holmes is one of the oldest and largest private education providers in Australia. One of the reasons that we have always been so popular is that our degrees are fully accredited and they hold the same weight and outcomes as a big university's degree, but the difference is we are a lot more affordable. So we already come in at a more affordable level. So if we're looking at our postgraduate programs, it's $8,400 per semester. And if we're looking at the undergraduate programs, it is 7,900 Australian dollars per semester. For trimester 2, which is the one that is starting next week, we have an additional 15% discount on that for students who are taking 4 units, so they're doing the full semester. And then for students who, for whatever reason, are just doing 3 units, they will get a 10% discount. So it's 8,400 with a 15% discount, or 7,900 with a 15% discount.
That's amazing, So if you actually get 15% scholarship or a discount out of the 8,400, you just left with approximately $7,000, give or take, for every semester. So each semester in
That's for trimester 2.
Trimester 2.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a COVID scholarship for trimester 2. It's been in place since COVID began, but we're doing it semester by semester to wait and see what happens.
Okay. So
a decision hasn't been made yet about November, but it has been in place since the beginning of the pandemic, every semester.
Okay, absolutely. So every semester with Holmes, the fees that Terry is talking about it actually consists of 4 subjects. Am I right there, Terry?
That's correct. Yes.
Not 3. Some of the universities offer 3 units or subjects in a semester, or they call it a trimester. So with Holmes, it's a semester system. So you do 4 subjects, and the fees that we're talking about, 8,400, is actually for 4 units. So
We do have a trimester year as well, though. So
Yeah.
we run 3 trimesters per year. So we have a March intake, we have a July intake, and then we have a summer intake, which is November, and which, of course, is optional for the students.
to take up
Yeah.
more units. If you like, you can finish it fast track with Holmes, so you can actually finish your master's degree in less than 2 years
Yeah.
if you take up the summer semester as well. That's most of it from me, guys. But if you have any more questions that you want to ask Terry, please feel free to ask in the comment box, and even later when we can come back and answer your questions if it is of interest to you. You want to know more about student visas, or you are offshore, you are in any other country and you want to come to Australia for your future education, masters, bachelors, wet courses, you're more than welcome to give us a call or send us an email or drop a message on Facebook, and we'll be more than happy to get in touch with you as soon as we can. And I'd like to end this session today by thanking Terry for joining me here today on Coffee with Mickey show. And
Thank you very much,
we'll
Mickey.
hopefully see you next week in Melbourne if it is still not under lockdown rules.
Fingers crossed. Thank you very much, and thank you everyone for your time today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, guys.